Goodbye! Goodbye! Finally. Oh, that was awful. Just terrifying. Please don't sneak up on me like that! That lady asked me to show her around. I tried to be polite, but strangers are just so nerve-wracking. Now that you mention it, I think you're right. I don't know if I ever have felt scared around you. I wonder why. You know, Professor, you might be the first person I've been able to speak to normally since I got here, and I have no idea why. I'm happy about it too. When we first started out here, we had to do drills. Outside. I skipped those every chance I got. It's a terrible idea going out in the forest with all these people you don't even know. Thanks to you, though, I can actually make it through class now. I'm grateful for that. I don't know what I'd do if you weren't here. Sorry. I'm okay. I am okay. I'm doing just fine. I feel safe here, thanks to you. What? You saw that? Why would you see that? You were watching me? That crosses the line, Professor. Singing? Me? Why would I be singing? I'd never be singing. I've never been so humiliated. Useless, worthless, unmarriageable.
What an...
True.
Someone lost that, huh? I don't know whose it is, I'm afraid. Thank you so much, Professor.
Get it.
Professor!
Well, hello, Professor. You came all the way to my room to... Oh. You've brought the materials from your lecture I slept through. I appreciate it. Thank you. It's not that I want to miss lectures. Exactly. Drowsiness is my arch nemesis. For some reason, I just can't seem to win against it. Just talking about it makes me sleepy. It's not that I don't have enough motivation. The problem is that I don't have any at all. Not for useless things. I must compliment you, though. By this point in most conversations, I'm bored senseless. But I'm enjoying this. I wonder why. What is it about you that fascinates me so? You're definitely a strange one. In truth, your very nature is odd. You're definitely not a commoner. But you don't seem like a noble either. You're something else. And yet you can wield one of the hero's relics. You're like a hero in some silly legend. Or Or you could be a villain who came here to enact some evil plot. That wouldn't surprise me either. Hey, Professor, will you ever allow me to investigate that crest of yours? It won't hurt a bit, I swear. I'm sure I could find out all sorts of things about your crest. And you. Of course, I'm not as experienced with such research as Professor Hanneman, but I do what I can. Someday, I think I might like to become a crest scholar. You never know. Oh, don't trouble yourself. I didn't mean now. I've got a lot of other research I'm working on at the moment. I tend to start a project, get bored, and then leave it be. I might be ready to investigate your crest soon. I'd have to tidy up a bit first. On that note, good night, Professor.
What an...
True.
Thank you very much.
Igna.
Oh, come... What an...
True. I love it! Thank you so much!
Hey,
Professor.
the situ...
Hey, I know I'm in a different class, but you're the only other person here who's learned from Captain Gerald. Professor.
The situ...
Wow, this is great. Wow, this is great. Professor.
The situ...
Wow, this is great. Professor. Your words are... For me? I love it! Hey.
That's right. Still. For me, this...
Hey.
Professor.
would be liking that.
That looks...
Ooh.
I can eat.
Eating
Felix, my goodness, I swear you're always training. Such a hard worker. So strong. Hello? Felix?
What?
You can hear me. Oh, that's good. I was worried maybe your ears didn't work.
What do you want?
Oh, nothing. Nothing in particular, I mean. But now that I'm here, and now that you've asked, when you've finished up, do you think you'd like to join me in the dining hall for something sweet?
I'll pass. I don't like sweets. Also, you're a nuisance. Stay away from me.
That's not a very nice way to talk to a classmate. Anyway, you sound like you're shooing away a stray cat.
Shh, shut up.
I am not a stray cat, Felix, and I am not leaving until you take a moment to chat with me.
You are a pest. Fine, do what you will.
Oh, you better believe I am going to keep doing exactly what I will. Maybe instead of a sweet treat, we can get something spicy. Would you like that? I've heard the dining hall is serving a dish with some Western spices in it. Does that sound good, Felix? Would you like something spicy instead of sweet?
You're distracting me. When I am hungry, I will eat. Alone. Stop squawking at me.
Well, since you asked so nicely, I'll leave you in peace. Goodbye, Felix.
Finally.
Well...
Remire Village. If you did one of it, will remain a exactly what I hope. Exactly what I. Exactly what I hoped for.
Professor. You're certainly not going easy on me. You fight like a mercenary, not a knight. You hunger for victory, pure and simple. You may not be aware of it yourself, but I see it. No. Knights ought to have some hunger. I've always thought so. They depend too much on their swords. Only when they're wrested away do knights consider their hands and feet as weapons. That's not how it was for warriors of old. They weren't limited by their tools.
Victory is what matters, not the method of achieving it. That's the attitude to adopt. I detect that in your style. It is plain to see. You may take it however you like. I believe the difference between us lies within that hunger. But where does it come from? From the start, I was aiming to win. Yet I couldn't defeat you. Then I remembered something you said before. Indeed, I was raised to value strength above all else. Whereas you had a reason, an ambition, pushing you toward that hunger. So tell me, what was the reason? Why were you driven to become so strong? That's a mercenary's answer, to be sure. So that is the source of your hunger. I suppose I must find my own. If we're to get along, I think not. I'll be content if you continue to train with me. Perhaps it will come to me as I swing my sword.
Yes. This in a at times This is giving me great joy.
Professor, let me consider. There are more knights, the underlying... This is wonderful. Note...
I thought if only this... Professor, I've been watching your class activities, and I wondered if you might desire my help. Just say the word, and I'll pitch in. Of course, I have to be truthful. It's all just a ploy to make it easier to research your crest. Feel free to call on me anytime. I'll be happy to lend a hand. And then you can help out with my class, too. It's a joke, Professor. I'd never put a burden on you, a first-year teacher.
Hey, I know you've but Hello, Professor. I know that look in your eye. You want to ask me a favor. You want me to help out with your class, right? You just say the word, and I'll help however I can. Don't worry about it. You're just starting out as a teacher, right? It's only natural for those of us with more experience to help the younger generation.
Professor. I am sorry to make you tag along with my shopping trip like this. You are very kind to offer your help, even though this is my duty. In return, I will gladly come to your aid when you need it someday, though I fear there may not be so many things I can help you with. Fishing? Of course, I would be happy to. I recall hearing that Captain Geralt is quite the fisherman. Is that true? You made a living as a mercenary under Captain Geralt's guidance. As a comparatively new member of the Knights of Seros, I was not so familiar with his past exploits, yet clashing swords with him, even just a handful of times, was enough for his abilities to astound me. You, as one trained by him, must have those same great talents. I have devoted my life to the path of a knight, yet I find your mercenary experience lends your blade...
Wait up! Catch me if you can! Come on, this way!
It is good to see children able to play and to smile. Was I smiling? Please, forget you saw that. I do not have the right to such pleasures. Indeed, for those we have lost will never be able to smile again. I am sorry. I did not mean to trouble you with such talk. Come, let us head back.
Hey,
Well,
I fear my life... Hey, maybe. I wonder, it wouldn't be, it even hit the person who, after that, she must be pretty... Oh, I can really have this?
there. No.
Is that so? I'm worried about... Wow, I can have this?
What an...
True.
Thank you so much, Professor.
Ignat.
Oh, what an...
True. I love it.
It was... You count your...
If I take...
As you were saying. Thanks. I appreciate it. Of the four... If I take care of... As you were saying. I'll take it. I love it.
Okay, I've decided on the composition. That's right, the composition for my next paint. Wait, Professor? How long have you been standing there? You haven't been watching me, have you? No, I misspoke. Did I say painting? I meant to say, Well, I've thought for a while that it might be nice to paint the scenery here. The contours of that tree, set against the stark shapes of the faraway peaks. Of course, I only paint after I've finished my chores. I'd never put my art before my responsibilities. My studies are paramount. I shall always uphold my duties as a student of the Officers' Academy. Whereas art is a hobby of mine, you might say. Everyone has hobbies, right? I'm sure you have one. Oh, well, perhaps it's different for you, Professor. But it's perfectly normal for people to have hobbies. Reading, for instance, or fishing, or taking midday naps. For me, it's making art. Hobbies are healthy. They're a good way of relieving stress. You might consider taking up a hobby, Professor. Anything to clear your mind. Think about it. It's much easier to focus if you're feeling refreshed. There isn't a rule against hobbies, is there? If you tell me to stop, I'll stop. I shall never again put brush to canvas. Really? It's okay for me to paint? Well, I mean, if you're sure. But really, it's nothing more than a little diversion, a frivolous pastime. I think I ought to go back to my quarters now, if it's all the same to you.
Professor. Hey, Professor. The students seem to like you. And you're not modest about it. I like that. Still, I can't deny that you've got skills. It's a little strange, to be completely honest. I had my doubts, but they were right to make you a professor. I'd be suspicious of their true intentions, if I were you. But what's it matter? Seems like it turned out just fine for you. I'll admit, it's unbelievable that you used to be a mercenary. I was a merc before coming here, but I can't imagine pulling off your fancy tactician act. I freeze up near royals and nobles. I was. My family had nothing when I was growing up. There were too many mouths to feed, so I left. Joined up with some mercs for the pay. The work suited me, but I never liked having to bow and scrape to our noble employers. And that's what I like about being a knight. I get to punch all the nobles I want. I'm joking. But the knights do make a good business partner. I don't believe in the Church of Seros. It makes me a bit of an anomaly among the knights. Rhea took me in, so I became a knight to repay my debt to her. I may be a knight, but it still feels like I'm doing the same things I did as a merc. Who knows, though? Maybe you and I will end up working together. Us knights are a pretty tough crew. I'm guessing you'd run circles around us, though. I'm interested to see where your path leads you.
here. My life... Oh, thank you. I gave up hope of ever finding it.
Oh, what an...
True.
Someone lost that, huh?
Hi there. You know, why?
Oh,
Yes, that's mine.
I honestly, it reminds... Oh, that is mine.
Professor, how are you sick? Oh, most kind. Thank you for bringing...
What is it? I've been looking.
That's right.
Congratulations. I certainly... How did you know I lost this?
You know, why?
Oh. That's mine.
It was half a year.
singing's okay, but I should really have a cute dance to go along with it.
Me, 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 me.
Good day, well... I appreciate this. I appreciate... Good day, well... I appreciate this.
Deal. Hey, Professor, I'd love to... Oh! Yes, please, and thanks. Hey, I'd love to... This isn't mine. Try someone else? You've got a merchant's eye for quality.
Is that so?
new power that I could use. Quite intriguing. It was nothing. I've got it. Of course I got it. This could be useful. Wow. Got it. Hey, Hey.
Now I'm getting... Yes.
Thanks for... It's all coming together. All thanks to... I have done it! No need to just continue with the praise it. I still have talent, I see. I would like...
You're too kind. Thank you.
Professor!
Oh, Professor. I didn't realize you were there. If we keep running into each other like this, people will start to talk. They'll say, Sylvain and the Professor are on the prowl. Ah, forget it. What do you need? I fell for that girl recently, but I just wanted to have some fun and leave it at that. So, I told her we should break it off. I guess she was feeling a little more serious than I was. She started crying, and everything got a bit complicated. Come on, Professor. Playing around with girls is the most fun a guy can have. Besides, I don't care what you think of me. I don't intend to change how I live my life. I'm a good-for-nothing, if you haven't noticed. But I'm still a noble with a crest. That's all anyone cares about. It's best to avoid getting too serious with fools like that. It only leads to trouble. I'm gonna be forced into an arranged marriage with some random noble woman anyway. By the way, Professor, you didn't know you had a crest, did you? I see. I suppose a mercenary wouldn't be concerned with such things. Most children who are born to noble families are tested upon birth to see if they bear one. Even descendants of the 10 elites, like myself, can't be legitimate heirs without a crest. That means as children, we're only accepted if we're born with one. The heads of most noble houses keep having kids until they get one with a crest. Those children then grow up to be heads of their houses, and the vicious cycle continues. Do you get it now? To all these commoner girls, I'm just a trophy, or rather, a stud horse. See? I knew you'd get it. These girls don't love me. They love the potential rewards of loving me. If I marry a girl and she gives birth to a child with a crest, that kid might become the next head of House Gautier. But nowadays, with the bloodlines getting weaker, there are a lot of kids like my brother, born with no hope. For ages now, Those of us with crests have been envied and desired, but never for who we are. I understand the value of my blood. Believe me, I hate how much I understand it. I know better than to dream of being free from this burden. I'm used to it by now. I used to think I didn't have the right to live freely. That's right. You know what? I'm a bit jealous. The whole time you were growing up, you never knew you had a crest. You were free. Nobody pretended to like you. I kind of hate you for that. You were a spoiled brat who should pay for that crest. Maybe I'll collect the debt. Gotcha! Wow, you should have seen the look on your face just then. Don't mind me, Professor. After all, ladies love a dark and brooding noble.
I was trying to catch you off guard, but you managed to block it. Not too shabby, Professor. Oh, come on. Look at the blade I threw. It's just a wooden training sword. At worst, you could have gotten a bruise or perhaps a splinter. Let's agree it was funny and move on. Aw, poor thing. Aren't you used to getting hurt? You've been in your fair share of battles. Besides, I knew you'd dodge in time. I told you before that I was going to observe you. Since then, I've been watching you. I know what you're capable of. I took steps to make myself invisible, so I could observe you without being detected. I hardly let you out of my sight. After extensive research, I've concluded that you really are first-rate. Your sword skills are impeccable, you're a gifted educator, you clearly love working with the students. Someone with all of your exceptional qualities should not exist, but here you are. At first, I thought Gerald was the reason for Lady Rhea's interest in you. But no, Lady Rhea knew exactly what she was doing when she singled you out. Unfortunately, I can't hope to emulate you, let alone wield the sword of the Creator. So my plan of imitating you for Lady Rhea's attention has come to nothing. I didn't say that. I plan to give Lady Rhea a detailed report about what you're up to. Hopefully, then I'll be in her good graces. Oh, and don't think you can avoid being watched. I won't let you out of my sight.
We did well enough.
I've deepened my understanding.
Got it. Good to go.
It all makes sense now.